Alrighty, so I found this iBUYPOWER gaming PC desktop at Best Buy in the United States. It is $650 on sale. It's actually quite good. It has a 6-core, 6-thread processor, the i5-9400F, 8GB of RAM, which isn't great, and the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650 Super, which is a great starter GPU for anyone trying to get into modern gaming. Also comes with a 1TB hard drive and a 240GB SSD, so the SSD will make Windows run really fast, make the computer run smooth, and then the 1TB to save like your generic games, files, whatnot, and then basically the 2 games you play you'll save onto the SSD because it is faster. I'd love to look at this and get an idea of what this comes with. But this is showing an M2 SSD, which it doesn't look like that's what it's going to be, and I'm pretty sure this is not an Intel motherboard. So if we go down to the reviews, we can actually just look at these pictures and wildly speculate. I couldn't find any where it actually shows too much. This is the best one I could find. It does show an MSI GPU, which is great. I love MSI, and a Gigabyte motherboard with 4 slots. So it's actually not bad at all. Doesn't look like there's any bad parts. Not sure why this guy's isn't lighting up. But either way, for 650 bucks. It's actually tempered glass. I just saw that picture. Where'd it go? There it is. No, this one. Usually if it has that caution sign, it just means that it's actually made of glass. And the point of glass being better than like a plastic side panel is glass actually keeps temps down, because glass doesn't heat up as much as plastic. Yeah, it actually doesn't look too bad. Let's just look at the generic pictures, just because I just want to get a look-see at this case. Now, this actually has vents on the side, so that's good for airflow. It has multiple spots up top for fans. Has 2 3.0 USBs at the front. I saw it in one person's review. And it might sound stupid, but when you're looking at a case, having feet on it just to make sure that power supply is getting enough air is a huge deal. There's a lot of cases that almost touch the ground, and then the power supply has a fan on the bottom and it can't suck up enough air to keep itself cool, and that's usually what makes power supplies fail. That and having way too much load on it. So 650 bucks. Has a Rgb keyboard and mouse. It's not mechanical, it's just generic. And I did a system builder, so this is pretty much all the same generic parts. 8GB of RAM, Rgb Corsair case, which is kind of similar to what it's coming with. 3 RGBs at the front, no RGB at the back, so just trying to keep it fair. 80 bucks. 500 watt power supply, because I have no idea what comes in this one, but you know what? It actually doesn't matter. The 1650 Super barely uses any power. You could probably run it on a 320 watt if you really wanted to. So as long as it's a 450, you'll have room for upgrade. So it comes up to $608, but we also need to add a couple things. So trusty little calculator. Drag it off to the side. So 608 plus you're going to need a mouse, $17. You're also going to need a keyboard, $29. Wi-Fi, which this one actually has a built-in Wi-Fi, which is actually pretty cool. Doesn't show the back on here, but the reviews that I saw... Nope. Right here. So it actually has built-in Wi-Fi, which is pretty cool. 6 USBs, and 4 of them are 3.0, so it's actually a pretty nice motherboard in general. So, gotta make sure to add that. So that's $7. 7. And then Windows 10 key. $6. Plus 6. So, yeah, strange enough, it's actually cheaper to just buy this than it is to build yourself. Like, that's crazy. Also, this one comes with an aftermarket deep cool. I know it looks like it's lighting up like RGB, but It's just a very cheap, generic CPU cooler. This little guy. It's not bad. It's probably better than Intel's, but it's nothing fancy. It does look better than Intel's. I'll at least give it that. At least it has a little bit of color going on. So yeah, like, this is actually a really good build. I'd buy it. If you're looking at a starter PC, like $650, this thing will beat any current generation console like the Xbox One or the PS4. And you can upgrade it. The i5-9400F can go up to an RTX 2060 or even 2060 Super if you really wanted to. So yeah, it has room for upgrade. It actually doesn't look half bad. It looks pretty cool. It will run all your games at least 60 FPS. The only upgrade I would do is get another stick of RAM, find out what comes in this thing. It's probably a generic no-name. And just get more RAM and you'll get better FPS.